throughout this year, there has been a lot of people talking about Taylor Swift and who she's endorsing for president. It's September now. Of course, this could change at any moment, but Taylor Swift has not endorsed anybody. Yes, she has not endorsed any political candidate at all. So as three major players for the there was three major players for his race for the U.S. presidency as well, and basically, they're hoping to try, I think it's not working anymore where they're trying to force, people to basically support a political candidate. It just doesn't work anymore. You can't really make people support a political candidate. I know someone who was literally going around trying to force somebody who didn't vote to vote for Kamala Harris. Yes, literally. And all of the things, like the person was saying that, if you do not vote for Kamala Harris, you're going to have your rights taken away, even though it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just conspiracy theories that make no sense. But basically, they're debating of who, what if she endorses nobody? What if she stays out of the election, which is what any celebrity should do, or stay out of the election. But of course, Kamala Harris has the backing of all of the major celebrities, like Billie Eilish. Oh yeah, Billie Eilish is really going to change the election, guys. Okay, Billie Eilish she's not going to, she might sway, her real emo fans, but that endorsement is so covered. So basically, the self-titled album, since, has been rated the controversial, basically she has been avoiding controversial topics because I think she probably knows that people who listen to her music on both sides, I think it is for every artist, whether if they like it or not, people on both political sides and people who are politically neutral listen to all types of music. Okay? It's very, and yeah. Basically, I hate, there's a Taylor Swift song called I Hate It Here. Yeah, I hate it here too. That she can live in the 1980s, Well, she doesn't realize, but the 1980s had slavery was legal in the 1980s. I think she sort of fact-checked her own lyric in the song because in the not 1980s, 1830s, slavery was still legal in the United States. For all the ways it's getting married off for the highest bid. But it is pretty funny that he said 1830s. Because in 1830s, that's when slavery was still legal. I think that's where the backlash part came from. Because in the 1830s, slavery was still legal. And basically, talk about her political endorsement here. Okay. And why do we want Swift to sell her personal stances? Because they want her to basically sway the election. Okay. And basically Taylor Swift has made no endorsement of any political candidate here. Okay. And basically, she has not said anything. She has not said anything about the election at all. And it is pretty funny. Remember last year, actually beginning of the last year and beginning of this year, okay, they're all saying that Taylor Swift was going to use the election to, no, not use the election, use the Super Bowl to endorse Joe Biden. They all said that. They all thought that would happen, that it would save Joe Biden from, losing the election. But now we have Kamala Harris running for president. Okay. Maybe she sees what's truly happening on her political party, that it's just a fact Kamala Harris didn't get any votes. She was basically, it was effectively a coup. That's what it was. It was effectively a coup. And I wouldn't endorse a candidate that didn't get a single vote. Okay. That is what dictators do. That's a banana republic. Okay. But basically, Taylor Swift has said nothing about the election so far of this year. And last year, she was basically, last election cycle, 2020, she was making cookies for Joe Biden. I still think that they paid her. And those were actually a major Hollywood celebrity, basically saying that the Democrats pay all of these celebrities to endorse the Democrats. Yeah, basically, the only reason all these celebrities and singers and Hollywood actors endorse Joe Biden and Kamala Harris now is because they get paid to do it, which is pretty sad that they would rather that, yes, it gives them money, but it is rather sad they would rather be paid and actually put out, hey, I don't care about or let's staying politically neutral, okay? What shows that there's a lot of corruption within the Democratic Party and the entertainment industry at large. I think the reason why they'll scale Trump in is because Trump may actually go into this corruption 100% in the entertainment industry, and they don't like that. They don't like the fact that Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift doesn't need money from the Democratic Party. He already has $1 billion, okay? It's obvious that she was being paid to say all of this stuff. Especially if she doesn't say anything about this election, because, this election will say that democracy's on the line if they can, even though they really watched democracy issue after they basically just installed Harris into the Democratic position. But it is pretty funny that that Taylor Swift refuses to pick a side of the election, and they're really just upset over this. That Taylor Swift refuses to pick a side in the election. Goodbye.